What up, do YouTube? Apple Podcast, Spotify, wherever you're hearing us or watching us from. This is the Sweet Action Podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the Sweet Action Podcast. If you're a new or returning viewer, we appreciate you guys for coming kicking with the best crew as always. You got myself, Carlos. Next to me, guys, Trey. We got to send him a little vacations. Don't worry.
Bora Bora, bro. Send us a gift. Send
us a little postcard, baby.
A
but
gift,
guys,
bro. Bring us a gift.
That doesn't stop the show. We brought on, you guys love her, is Kelsey. So we got Kelsey on the show now.
Hi.
Hey, across from me, you got the homie Jorge. And in front of me, you guys want to kiss him. You guys want to do a lot of things. You guys might have wanted to be his stepmom at one point. It's the homie John.
People are hating on
They are.
Guys, that's not
Roast
it.
the boy.
That's not it. As always, we always shout out to our crew, our team members, our fucking homies, Xavier and Key, killing it as always, doing their work. But guys, come on now. When we told you season 2 was coming, we weren't fucking lying when we said we were going to bring the best of the fucking best. Sweet Action,
it's coming all right.
So Sweet Action only works with the most talented people, the most beautiful people, and all that, baby. So not only is she a nurse, not only is she an assistant,
A philanthropist.
all that. Not only is she a pilot at times, whatever. Like she can also be your stepsister.
Facts.
And she could even be your stepmom, guys. Come on now. It's the one and only, the lovely, the amazing Tokyo Lynn, guys. Guys,
Thank you.
we had to start with a fucking bang, bro. So we brought in Tokyo Lynn. Oh my God, I'm already excited.
I'm excited as fuck to be here.
No, we're all happy for you to come. It's an honor. It's a pleasure. And honestly, guys, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. All her like links and everything will be in the description. So go check her out because I promise you, after this episode, you're gonna want to go check her out.
All right. Tokyo, question. Tokyo, does size really matter in the porn industry? That's the question we all want to know. Please tell me.
Okay, does size matter in the porn industry? I would have to say in the industry, size does matter. But at the same time, I would have to say that I've filmed with guys that don't have like that much of a big, can I say dick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have like a big dick, and it's still like good. I would have to say in my personal life, like in general, like I don't think size matters. I really don't think so. I think it's more of like
Give me that shit.
just how thick it is and like the motion in the ocean. I'm not really a fan of like the huge size because I've had it obviously in like work, and every time I take huge dick, I take 10 days off.
Damn.
I take 10 days off. I literally take 10 days off.
But are you
my
talking
stomach is
about, like-
cramping.
Yeah.
Like how big? Like in order for you to take 10 days.
Okay, so
How?
Like,
Tell me when to stop.
okay, I've only had 2 huge dicks.
No.
A little bigger, like that. You know what's crazy?
That's like an arm.
Yeah, that's an arm. Put it this way: when I was about to film with a guy, I just
When he
couldn't
ripped it
stop.
out, you're like-
I couldn't stop smiling because of the fact that when he was walking, it was like it was just swinging. So I was like, "What the
How the fuck?
I couldn't look at him. It made me smile. It made me smile just looking at him like, okay.
So-
like, how is that possible? Where does that come from? The parents or how?
So did that turn you on or?
It didn't really turn me on at that moment. It was more like me dio como like, it was.
You were
like,
preparing
Yeah, was it
yourself.
almost like a nervous smile in a way?
Maybe it's actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, maybe it was a nervous smile because I was like, damn, like that was the second biggest dick I've taken, and I was just like, the first time I was already sore in my the second. I've only had 2 huge dicks in my entire life, and that dick was super fucking huge. I remember afterwards, like at that moment, like it was feeling good, but then afterwards I was just like, damn, like my period's gonna come out. I already knew it. My body was like, bitch, take this shit slow, cause
I was just about to say that. Te pasaste.
me pasé. Yeah, I was just like, fuck, I'm not fucking after this for 10 days. I'm chilling.
I
I'm a rest.
I have a very quick question. Can you please name drop this dude? I'm very curious.
You're gonna do your
I
research
actually
or what?
can. I can name drop both of the biggest dicks I've had.
Let's go.
So the first one, the biggest dick I've had is Javon Jordan.
Whoa.
When I first had him,
Sounds. Yeah.
it was
Sounds about
just. I thought that was the biggest, but then the second guy, I was like,
Why you gotta do my homie like that now? That homie wasn't big enough.
no, he was already huge, but the second guy was like the
Damn.
hugest I've seen. That's the guy that I'm telling you that I was like when he was walking around and he was just, I was like,
Damn.
I couldn't
How
stop
are-
smiling because I was like, no way, that's real. Like, how
It
is
is
that real?
It is unfair that there's people out there walking around with extra inches to give around. I don't like that idea.
Hey.
I'm not standing
But
for it.
you heard her own words. She said, in the industry, sure, but in
Yeah,
real
yeah.
life, we winning, my brother.
Yeah.
We
I think
winning.
so. I strongly believe so. I know that. I'm gonna tell you this. I have always said this. I think skinny girls can take dick the most. I can't. I'm a pillow princess. Like I want to just get like fucked and chill and like I don't want to have to like. That's why I make myself like.
Do you get when you do your scenes? Like, there's a lot of questions, so I want to say this
Yeah.
before we get into the major thing. When you do your scenes, do you get like tired? Who does most of the work? Be
I'm not
honest.
gonna lie. Like lately, I've just been lazy. Like I let them do the work.
That's
like,
right. That's right.
I feel like I this is just me, but I feel like my pussy is good enough. So it's just like I feel like I have a really really good pussy. So I feel like fuck it, like just fuck me, like like just fuck me. Like I don't want to really put in the work, and especially it's just like I know it sounds so selfish, but I'm keeping it 100.
No,
It's
keep it
like
100.
like a lot of times I'm pretty lazy, like, and I look back and I'm like, I could have done that better. I could have done this better. I could have fucking arched that better. I could have, but then I'm like, I really don't give a fuck. Like, at that moment, I don't.
Hey, that.
Yeah.
So
Hey.
wait. So you rewatch your porn?
I do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I really do.
Wow.
I rewatch my porn. I used to not, but now I've been in like the mood that I rewatch it and I'd be like, not all my porn gets me horny. That's one thing. Some of the times I'd be like, I know I was enjoying that time, but not all the time I'm having a blast.
Oh, okay.
That's honest.
A very quick question. So when people in like the movie industry and stuff, when they get like their first big film, they have like a watch party. Did you do that for your first?
You know what's crazy? I always talked about that with my family. I was like, damn, like when I join porn, like I'm gonna like I want to do that. Like it's crazy. I want to like see it with my sister or like not my brothers. I wouldn't want my brothers to watch it at all. Like I wouldn't want them to see it. Like not with me at least. Like what the fuck? I wouldn't want them to watch it at all. But I'm saying like.
But
No.
if they do, that's on them,
No. Like trust me, I know my brothers. I know what's up. Like my brothers are, hell no, they would not. I know. Like if they came across it, like they'll move it, but we don't fuck like that. It don't go like that in my household.
Yeah.
Like,
No, definitely. I mean, honestly, that's probably the best start we can do. But I think before we get deep into this combo, before we get all exposure, I think the best part to always start is where did it all start from? And then that's definitely the major question, as in, or like let's start off with the basic or like the important one. At what age were you just like, this is what I want to do? I want to be an adult entertainer, and like get into that industry and do porn and all that. When did you realize it was like that's what I'm gonna do?
Okay, to answer that question, I would have to go to the beginning, which would be like, I grew up very fast.
Okay.
I feel like at age 6, I was woken up. I was introduced to porn, and not by choice. It was something that happened, and I just became addicted. Like I became so addicted of watching it that it was just like I would have meditation time. I would tell my mom, she can vouch to this. I can bring her next time. She can vouch to this. And I would be like, I'm gonna go meditate, and I would grab a pillow and I would just fucking hump it, and it would just feel so good. And I was like, what the fuck? Like in my head, I was like, okay, this is not. Like I knew it was not okay because why was I hiding? You know, like, why was I hiding? I was like fucking 6 hiding already. Like, I already knew what's up. So it came to me, and then I remember like growing up and with my experiences in general. Like I said, this life was brought up on me. I was molested when I was young, and I was raped. So to me, it was something that happened, and like I said, I became addicted to it. So after that, I remember just being like, I can do that, like watching the videos and being like, I can do that better, like I can really do this, like. And just one time I remember being 8 years old and telling my dad, like, Dad, I'm gonna do porn one day. And he was like, in his words, he was like, no seas pendeja, like, use your brain for something better. And in my head, I was just like, I was a little girl, but I was like, nah, that's what I want to do. I'm gonna go for that shit. Like, I really want to go for it. Like, you know, I want to do it.
Pays off. Like,
so I did.
Realistically, it pays off. But that's so that's definitely at a very young age you got woken up to it, and that's so you told your dad, you know, at 8 years old, I'm gonna get into it. And when did you start actually making moves to, like, you know, was it like when you first record yourself, or, you know, how's that process to really start making the moves to then slightly get into that industry?
I feel like I said, I was woken up pretty early. So once I hit a proper age, by that I mean like once I hit middle school, I remember pressuring my ex-boyfriend at that time and telling him like, hey, let's have sex. And he was like, no, like, I want to wait until marriage. We're in sixth grade. We're in sixth grade, you know. We were young. We're in sixth. I was only like at that time 11 or like 10, and I was like, let's have sex. And he was like, no, let's wait until marriage. And he really wanted to wait. So I was like, okay. I had to, not for that reason, but we broke up. It didn't work out. So my second boyfriend, I was like,
right off the bat?
Yeah, no, not right off the bat. After 6th grade, I went to 7th grade, and I was like, damn, there's this boy in my class. He's so cute. I was like, shit, like.
You used to shoot your shots, or they would wait, like they would shoot their shots?
I would never shoot my shot. I was that girl that I never shot my shot. Like, me shooting my shot would be like, oh! Or being like, wait, okay. You know, like, that was me shooting my shot. But I was never like, hey, let's be together. Like, no.
So side question on that, you doing that, just were you already, is it called like developed?
Yeah.
At an early age, like in middle school, did you already start having like?
I did. I had my period at 10, and
that's early.
Yeah, and I already, like, I'm telling you, in 6th grade, I was already developing breast, and my figure was already changing. So I was like, you know, like, I saw that, and I used that as my advantage, because a lot of times that benefit me. Yeah. So going back to your original question, which was,
it was just it was, you were kind of getting in there, because my idea was like, so we know like now you said middle school is when you started kind of pressuring, in the sense
so my second boyfriend, huh?
So your second boyfriend is the person that you finally started recording and doing stuff like that?
Yeah, so him, I met him, and I was, like I said, I was going to 7th grade. I turned 12 and he was 13. And I was like, damn, like, this boy's so cute. So, you know, like, eventually we were talking, and it happened, and it was MySpace days. It was very fun, everything. Like, it was Maldita Ciudad at the beginning, and everything was cool. By the way, I lasted with this guy 13 years. So he was the first guy that I lost, that me voluntarily, I lost my virginity to, and he lost his virginity to me. And I told him everything he knew, and I mean, obviously I learned it through the time. But yeah, it was just like, I really wanted to have sex, and he was somebody that I feel like at that time I was like, okay, like, hey, my first boyfriend said no, like, let's do it. He was nervous too, and he didn't want to do it, but I guess I was that girl, you can say that. I was more like pushy. I was like, you know, and he ended up giving in, and we had sex. Okay,
so then once that happened, then was he the first people, like what happened in that content? Was that the content you started putting out there, or did you have to like do something?
Because you're saying 13 years, that was from what, like 7th grade up until way after high school?
On and off.
On and off?
We were on and off. But I was cool with him for 13 years. We're best friends and everything. Like, I just cut him off like last year, just for us to grow apart, because I felt like, okay, it's time. Like, I can't breathe. Like, you know, like I was like, fuck, like I'm trying to go south and the homie's taking me west. I was like, I was like, damn, like I love you, but it's like time, you know?
So while dating him, if you recently just cut him off, were you making content with him only when you guys were together, or would you still make content with other people? Even though
okay, so I wasn't fucking until I officially got into the porn industry. I was only fucking him.
And that was the content you would put out there?
Yeah, like it was amateur, just me and him, you know, because it was like...
That'd be the best porn sometimes, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Same. Yeah.
So it's not scripted, baby.
And then
Same.
has there ever been a person that is also a entertainer that has made you feel the way you did, like the way you felt the very first time?
No.
You know, nobody made you feel like close to that first time that you had sex?
No.
No,
Never. I say this, I don't know why. Like, to me, having sex is like a handshake. Like, it's so normal. Like, it's like, you know, like, it's no more like, I don't know why. Like, a lot of girls be like, I catch feelings. I'm like, girl, I wish. I don't catch feelings for shit.
It's just
yeah, like, to me, it's
just
like,
want to get my nut off.
that, and I'd be like, where's my check? Because I got,
that's
I
the
got stuff
question.
to pay. Like, I'm thinking already what I'm gonna do with the money. I'm like, okay, this and that. Like, I want to do this and with my family. It's like, you know, like that's what I'm here for. Like, you get me?
Okay, that's
it's not for.
Yeah, I get, and in the sense I get what you mean.
Yeah, you could definitely do that without emotions.
Yeah,
you know, without having.
There's
that
always been
attachment.
that.
I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot of girls that do it with emotions because they be like, oh my god, it felt so good. I caught feelings for him, and I'm like,
bitch.
I'm like, how?
Yeah, like he's already on the next set.
I know exactly. I'm like,
Tripping.
how? Like, why? And they'd be like, it's because of the dick. I'm like, girl, I fucked him too, and it's still not the same. Like, I still don't give a fuck about the homie. Like,
no,
what?
definitely. So, to close out this whole starting in, so you know, you started with the amateur porn. Was that uploaded straight to OnlyFans, or was that gone to like a site?
It
like,
was
like
a little
Pornhub?
bit of OnlyFans and for my own like satisfaction.
So then, like in the sense, is it recent? Because correct me if I'm wrong. OnlyFans started what like 5 years ago or something?
Yeah, it did.
Like 5, 6, 8.
So okay, no, like I said, it was at the beginning it was for my own satisfaction and obviously for his.
Of course.
And then afterwards, I was like, oh shit, I can make
money.
You know, yeah. So I was like, let's do it, like this, and then we were filming, and after a minute, when we were like, okay, let's part ways, he hit me up and he was like, oh, by the way, every content that we did together deleted. I was like, no problem. I was like, I got you.
Yeah.
And one of the questions I did want to ask is, how did you, like, I guess, start off, like, getting into your first feature film, I would say?
Once you got your foot on on the door, pretty much.
Okay, so do you mean how did I start in the industry?
Is that what you're referring to? Like, putting
like,
your foot in the industry.
like, what was your first big step into, like, okay,
it's not
this,
amateur that you filmed yourself.
Okay, so how I got in the industry, I was doing my research, and I was just like, okay, let's see what agency benefits me the most, because a lot of the girls don't do it. The research, they'll just be like, okay, here, this one works. And to me, I was like, I was 18, I was a stripper. So I was like, okay, let me see what's up. If I can do it as a stripper, if I can be naked in front of people, and I can, you know, like make that work. If I can make that work, let me transition into porn. And eventually I did. I was like, okay, I can do this. I was like, I no longer want to dance. I was like, let me just transition to porn, because when I was a stripper, I wasn't fucking at all. I wasn't fucking anybody. It was strictly like, I was dancing, going on dates, getting paid for all that, but I was not fucking or sucking dick as a stripper.
What's the most someone would offer? Like, because I know you can offer, like, strippers, you can offer them, right? Like, hey, like, I'll give you this. If you got
no, I got an offer a lot of money, like, a lot of money. But a lot of times it's just, like, for weird-ass shit. And it's just, like, this is my rule. If I want to do it, I'll do it. If I don't want to do it, then I'm not going to do it.
Of course.
I don't care how much money it is. If it's something that I'd be like, nah, that's not for me. It's not for me. Like, that's it.
Do you also...
It's self-respect is what it is.
I guess you would say it like that, but since I do porn in the industry, they'll be like, she already sells pussy for a living. How is that self-respect? So to me, I don't even sell self-respect. I just be like,
If I want to fuck who I want to fuck.
Exactly. Like I'd be like,
As straight up as it is.
So then you became a stripper 18 on or
19. I was already okay. So it was 18 going to 19, and then I stopped at 21. So I've been after that. I was like I said, I was doing my research, and I was like, okay, let me look at what agency benefits me. I found one, and I was like, it took me a minute though. It was not easy. It was not like, this one it is. No,
you gotta like interview / like
that
kind of like how in acting you gotta send your
it was that it was, and it was weird because it was like via Skype because they live far. So I was over here naked like on Skype, and I was like,
wow.
And at first I was like, is this a scam?
This is legit. Yeah.
You wanking it on Skype.
Vuelta.
Now that you said that,
To the side. I was like,
now that you said that, is it just pure modeling, or like would they ask you to like touch yourself, finger yourself?
no touching myself. I feel like a lot of the girls get fooled because they'd be like, oh, but he told me that I have to fuck him. I'm like,
no.
Am I getting paid?
Yeah.
I was like, cause
write that fucking down.
I'd be like, this pussy ain't opening if I'm not getting paid. I was like, I got bills.
You
I'm
bitches take notes.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm just saying, like, you know, if you're gonna already like be in it, like, might as well fucking make some money in
fucking
it.
money.
Like,
Yeah.
you get me? Like,
Collect the bag.
Exactly. There's these
Simple.
girls over here like fucking just fucking because they'd be like, oh, it's little baby. Like, I'm just gonna fuck him. I'm like, girl, I'm trying to take my mom some places. I'm trying to take buy my dad a house, buy him a fucking truck. I'm trying to do stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I can't.
Definitely.
I don't give a shit if it's a little baby or not. Like, I don't care. I got shit to do.
Yeah.
So I want to hop on that really quick.
Yeah,
But
I have a quick question.
Yeah, but before we dag on that, so you got your Skype call, all that. So they were like, hey, you bad. You coming in. and then like, what was that big role that like, you know, because obviously you've done a lot of you've done a lot of channels, browsers,
Bang Bros,
MILF, all that.
You did Bang Bros?
Yeah.
Yes, bro. I told you.
Nice. I only heard Brazzers.
No, I told you.
Okay.
Told you.
All right, good.
So you came. Which one was like the major one that got you out there? You can say that. Like, what was the first one that got you going after you got that Skype confirmed?
What was the million TikTok? What was that one? You know, the breakout.
To be honest, I'm gonna shout out Freak Mom. I feel like Freak Mom really put me out there, and they're the ones that
You recommend them?
I do recommend them. I was
shit.
like,
I got
they're-
some homework to do tonight, boy.
Yeah, like, I definitely recommend them. Like, hell yeah, I'm gonna talk to them. You'll come to the podcast. Like, they'll be lit.
Hey.
Like, it'll be fun. So it's
We're
just like,
open, baby.
I
Shout out
shout out
Freak
to
Mom.
Freak Mom.
Shout out to Freak Mom.
Yeah.
And so that's the one that got you going, and then after
And
that,
Brazzers, I feel.
that's what. So
Yeah.
so Freak Mom was first, though, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, the opportunity where Brazzers came on.
Yep.
How since we're on that, how was it like? You know, shooting like a day in the life of a shoot. Like, hey, this week you gotta get with this guy, and then like, how do you prep yourself? Do you do research on the guy? Like all that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it really depends. Like, my agent will let me know. He'll reach out and he'll be like, hey, so on this day you have to shoot this scene, and I'll be like, he'll let me know all the information. He'll be like, oh, it's like a boy girl type of scene, and it'll be like this person and this rate and this for this company, and then he will send you the script. So I'll be like, okay, cool. Not all the time they send me all the information. So sometimes they send it last minute, and I'm like, send me the information. I'm like, what the fuck? And I get to send. I'm just over here like trying to memorize it. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But I make it work.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
it really depends. It really depends. Like,
Are they usually like? Have there been scenes that it's just a 1-day shoot, or
oh
is
my
there?
god. So Brazzers takes the entire day to shoot. Like, we'll start from like the morning, and I'll end up leaving home like around 8 in the night.
Oh.
And is everything scripted?
Yeah, everything's scripted. Like,
the
they'll give you a
positions and
script.
shit too?
No, I mean,
Oh yeah, that's you to be creative, right?
no, the positions are scripted, but they'll let you freelance in the sense that like you can move your body in certain ways and stuff like that. But no, like they'll be like, okay, for this scene, you're gonna have to do doggy like that. So it's scripted. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you like that? Like, do you feel like it's
Like I said, it's a handshake to me. I'm here for work.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my question was that, like, as in not like,
Or do you think
today I
that?
gotta do doggy.
Or do you think that makes it easier?
I think that makes it way easier.
It does. It
To
sounds
keep
like
it
it makes
100,
sense.
I've only really came from like 4 scenes, and I've done a lot of scenes. I've came from like 4 scenes. Imagine that. And that's wild as fuck to me. I'd be like, damn, not every guy makes me come. It really,
do you come or orgasm? Like, has anyone made you orgasm like on set?
On set, yeah, just
one guy.
two,
Oh, that's
two people actually.
Hey, you already know what it is. Gotta gas them up.
She's remembering. Flashback.
Those are the best.
Hey, but then the thing is, if she gasses,
Hey, you want to shout him out?
if she gasses him up, all the other homies are, fuck, it wasn't me.
That's why.
I'm assuming.
keep it a mystery.
Do you fake it? Do you fake it
just a
sometimes?
handshake.
Like,
I do fake it sometimes.
Damn,
I'm not gonna lie.
bro.
I do fake it sometimes. But I mean, if they ask me, I fake it for the video. But if they ask me, like, if somebody, like, if the performer comes and asks me, like, hey, how was I?
You keep it
I'll
real?
be like in the side. I'll be like, it wasn't. Like, if it was good, I'll be like, it was good. Like, I'm that bitch. That I'll keep it 100. Like, I'll let them know. Like, even if the guys will be like, hey, I ate pussy good, I'll be like, if it was whack, it was whack. If it was good, it's good. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, I don't care. I've told guys, like, before, like, hey, it's not good, but let me teach you. Like, you know, it's gonna be like this. So I feel like I'm honest. I don't see a reason to lie.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
For what?
So do they script you like they'll be like, okay, you have to come on this scene? Like, do they tell you things like that?
Some depends the company.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Every company is different. Remember that. Everybody works different.
True.
Some companies are more like this and this and this, and others are just like, let's just go with it. You know?
Just
you
know.
two fuck.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
record.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it really depends on the company, to be honest.
And also, is there a secret to like those like 30, 40-minute videos? Like, is there like breaks in between or something?
Oh, there's breaks. Don't let them fool
Don't
you.
let them lie to you, bro.
Yeah.
Don't let them lie to you. No, hell no.
I'm like,
I
bro,
put it
my-
this way. Sorry to interrupt you.
No,
Last
it's
time,
totally fine.
last time I was okay. So I was fucking this guy for this scene, and he came so fast, and I was like, I was fucking annoyed because I was like, I already knew we were gonna have to wait for his ass again to go again, and I was just like, in my head, I was just like,
Damn, I got horny for nothing.
and then not only that, his dick was pretty big, so I was just like,
All that for what?
no, I was just like,
And we just
for
winning.
So what's the fastest a guy has ever come, or that guy?
I'm not gonna lie, guys come pretty quick. Like,
So it's not just me. That's what I want to know. It's not just me.
no, trust me, guys come fast. The guys that don't come fast is either they're injecting their dick, they're doing some shit. Yeah, you can inject your dick. In the industry, a lot of the men inject their dick.
Do they
Not
take,
everyone.
Like, Viagra and shit? That's
Some of
like
them take
less-
Viagra. The older men take Viagra.
Ha.
But you can definitely tell, like,
Oh.
last time I was shooting with this older guy, and I was just like, damn, like, he just shot up his dick, and I was like, in my head, I was like, he's already older, so I was like, damn, imagine. In my head, I was like, imagine he died.
He gets the hardest.
Like, I was like, damn.
Pussy.
That shit's a killer.
No, that's
I'm like ready to
This shit claiming bodies, baby.
I know.
They say what body count? What type of body count?
Clarify on that. Specify.
No, then that's. I mean, I always figured because realistically, I can barely think of any real man that could really last for 30 minutes like nonstop. You know what I'm saying? Realistically, so. I mean, that makes
Speak
sense.
for yourself, bud.
that definitely makes sense.
I'm not gonna lie. There's some that do. They can.
Like they just keep going.
Yeah,
They're
but
natural.
it's
They're natural.
but it's really like it's not. I don't know why is it an issue. Just like take a rest, go walk, go drink some water, and then come back. Like you're all right. There's nothing wrong with coming fast. Like I don't know why everybody makes it a big deal. Like, bro, it's not that serious. Just fucking get your dick like. You know, like relax and just come back later and just let's have a vibe.
listen.
Would you prefer like before a scene for the guy to like jerk off somewhere or whatever?
That shit's
and
a
then
myth, bro.
That way it's the second for him, so he lasts longer. Because I know for a lot of guys, and we talked about it before on the podcast, where it's always the second nut for guys where they last a lot longer. So would you kind of prefer that instead?
Or do people do that in the industry?
Yeah, or do
They
or-
do
yeah.
do that.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm the type of person that me as well. Like before filming, I would be like,
You gotta warm it up?
Yeah. I'll be like, I'm gonna play with my pussy, and then I'll get my vibrator, and just in front of everybody, I'll just be like, playing with my pussy until it's wet, and then I'm like, okay, we're good to go. Because not all the time I'm wet. Like sometimes I'll be like, okay, we're good to go, and then I'm like, can I get some lube? My shit's dry. Like I just not all the time. Trust me. Like I said, not always do I get horny from the scenes. Like trust me.
Then that definitely leads to the best talk right here. Can we get maybe one example of each scenario? What has been? Let's start off with the worst. What has been the worst experience in any type of filming where it was like porn, OnlyFans, whatever is like? What was the worst experience you've ever had in that?
Oh my God, the worst experience I can still remember. It was when I was filming a threesome. It was with this. I'm not gonna name drop because the girl will probably know who she is. But
she'll name drop herself.
Yeah, she's like, it was me. I was a girl. I was not trying to expose you, but okay. So we were having a threesome, and oh my God, I cannot. It just makes me want to like. It's crazy, but bad. We were like, okay, so it was her turn to suck dick, and then it was my turn after, but she was sucking it first. And when she was finishing sucking it, she puts it towards me, and she's like, okay, it's your turn. And then I was like, putting it in my mouth, y casi me vomito. Like, I almost threw up because her breath stinks so fucking bad to the point that, like, I think she smoked cigarettes. Like, I think she does. Because her shit was so fucking bad. Like, I was just, you can see it in the video. Like, I was just
Lynn,
sucking the
threesomes.
dick. And I was over here like.
That's homework for tonight, baby.
You gotta find it somehow, you know?
So, wow. So.
But do you think it was the dick that smelled bad?
No, it was
like,
not the dick. Trust me.
It got a different taste.
It was, put it this way. I know it was not the dick because afterwards we were making out and stuff, and she had to spit in my mouth and everything. And I was just like, I was not having a great time. And then not only that, when we were taking a break, I told her like, here, like, I have scope. Do you want some? And she has the audacity to be like, no, I'm okay.
No, I think I'm good.
I almost was gonna say, girl, like, no, you need it. Like, let's just
so
go
you
for
didn't
it.
tell her?
I didn't tell her anything, but like, I should have been polite and be like, or to the side and be like, hey, you probably need one. Because I would want somebody to come and tell me. I don't give a fuck. I'll be like, oh shit, my bad. Like, it does.
I feel like most people would take the hint like, oh, okay.
I'll be like, it's just like you said, you're at work. You should be professional. So.
Like beforehand, before you guys film or anything, do you guys prepare yourself?
Yeah. Hell yeah, we do. Shit, like, I'm not going to say everybody does, but like, yes.
What do you do to prepare yourself?
Shit. Ask all of them. It's like, I literally, like, I already showered at home, but I'll be like, let me just shower again, you know? Let me rinse off. Because on our way over there, it's like, you know, está sudando poquito.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm sweating a little bit, so let me just shower and be fresh. So when I want to be fresh. Like, I don't want to. And I'm already very, like, I'm the type of person that I just want everything to be good. So I be telling the girls, if you don't want to eat my pussy, like, you don't have to. Like, it's okay. Like, I try to make everybody feel like, you know, like, comfortable. So, hell no. Like, I'll douche. I know a lot of times they be like, oh, douching is bad. Hell no. Yo le saco la agua al douche. Le saco, because it comes with vinegar and water. I take all that shit out. I clean it off. I put regular fucking water, and I just douche. I clean that shit good. And then I'll use fucking... Dove, and I just clean all that shit good. I make sure my ass is good, que no tenga papel or nothing, because trust me, that happens sometimes with the girls. I'll be like ready to eat her ass and tiene poquito papel. Me, I don't care. I'll be like, tiene poquito papel, you know?
I have to ask now.
It got a little seasoning.
I have to ask. Do you like eating ass?
I do. Not guys' ass. I like eating girls' ass.
He's been wanting to have his ass eaten.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's a vibe, but I mean, to me, I just don't eat guys' ass. I eat girls' ass. Something about me eating a guy's ass, I just can't see it. Creo que I'm gonna want to punch him because I'm gonna be mad. With the girl,
the hairy ass.
Yeah, like,
have you ever though?
Where you're punching
no,
like,
I never.
So you're just
I've never
not even gonna try it.
No, I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna try, because a lot of things I said I wasn't gonna try at his age. Yeah. I end up being like,
with time.
Shit, yeah. I'll be like, that's not too bad.
That's what I said.
But right now, I don't want to try it. Like, I just strictly eating girls' ass. Like, it just, to me, it just gets me wet.
Yeah.
It gets me excited. With the guys, like I said, I'll punch them in the face because I'll be like, get the fuck out my... like, you know, I can't do it. I just can't.
Were you nervous your first time? Because you're like, this is a different ball game, I would assume, you know. He turns around and is like, all right, you know, come. And you're just like, you look around and it's like, that ain't usually my plate of food, you know what I mean? Like, I guess I'll experience down south, you know what I mean? So what were, like, was that I guess, nervous. Were you nervous for that?
To eat a girl's ass?
Yeah.
No, I was excited. I was very
Like,
excited because I
different.
was like, to me, I was like, I'm a pleaser, so
Yeah.
I just be like, I'm not gonna say like, oh, she was enjoying it, because a lot of these girls be like, oh yeah, it feels so good, and then at the end it's like, girl, you know damn well you didn't enjoy it. But to me, I enjoy it, so I make sure like, you know, like, I go with the vibe. So.
I like that. That's stuff. All right. So then, to lead on to that question we were on. So we heard your worst experience. What has probably been the best experience you've ever had that you're just like, I would love to relive that again? Or are they all just like, all the good ones are all just around the same?
And don't say no corny shit either. My first time. Yeah, my first time.
Fuck. That you're saying like my best experience?
I'm gonna just put it right here. Like, oh, actually no. Yeah, like maybe just your best experience that whoever you worked with, whether it was threesome or just one guy, whatever, and it was just like, oh my god.
I think when I come.
Those are always
I
like the
said,
best ones.
Yeah, because remember, I don't come all the time. Like a lot of the films, I'd be like, okay, like, yeah, I came. I'm about to come. And then I'm like, at the end, I go to the bathroom and I'm showering and I'm like, they're like, why is this bitch taking forever to shower? It's because I'm fucking,
You're finishing the job.
yeah, like, I'm just
Fine,
like,
I'll do it myself.
So to me, I'd be like, when I come, I just be like, I go home and I'm like, oh my God, that was so good. Like,
Damn.
you know, but.
It almost got you twirling your hair.
Yeah, it almost makes me excited. Like, you know that feeling when you're just like, damn, like, life is good. Like, yeah, it's like that. That feeling is just like,
This is really my life.
yeah, I feel rejuvenated.
Yeah.
Like, I feel calm. Like, yeah, that's how it feels.
So now that definitely makes sense. That's dope. Now leading on to that, between those experiences, working when you work with like the big industry levels, and like the big brands, and then when you're doing your own personal work in OnlyFans, overall, which one do you prefer? Like, which one do you enjoy doing better? What do you think it's, if you had to choose only one to keep doing, like?
I like both. Both I'm getting paid for. So I like both. I would have to say it really does depend on my vibe, because I like shooting for companies. I really do. It's just like it's more of a hassle. If I shoot for my OnlyFans, I'm still getting money. I'm still getting paid. But it's more of like,
You're running the show.
yeah, and it's like I'll be like, let's smoke a little bit. I'm like, oh, let's drink a little bit. Like I'm able to with.
On shoot days,
And
like,
then companies, I
Yeah.
can't really show up to
like
be like all
drunk.
drunk and be like, oh yeah, like, I don't know. So it really depends on.
the vibe
The
and
vibe.
how you're feeling during that time. Okay.
Yeah.
No, definitely. I mean, then more a little bit on that OnlyFans side of things. We're somewhat familiar because we've had a couple people that we know that are in that industry and they do it. So definitely have heard a couple of things. And one of the things that we've been told is that, people can request things. People can ask for like, hey, do this, do that. Is there any way you could let us know maybe what are the weirdest shit people have requested?
Oh yeah, I've had a lot of weird things requested to me, like but like I said, I don't do anything that I feel like I don't want to do, no matter the amount of money. Like if it's not something I'm okay with, and I'm not gonna do it. I don't really care. So it's just like a lot of people will be like, hey, can you shit on the floor and then just smear it all over yourself? And then like they'll literally pay, like they'll want to pay a big amount, but it just, I draw the line at throwing up and shitting. I know a lot of the girls that are like big in the industry that do that, but it's just like, I don't fuck like
So
that. Like I don't, that's not my thing.
What have you been offered to shit on the floor?
Yeah.
What have I
like
been
the
offered
amount?
to shit on the
Yeah, like the amount.
If you're comfortable saying.
Yeah, if you're
okay,
comfortable.
so
Or
it really
ballpark.
depends.
Yeah, ballpark.
Majority of the times are Middle Eastern men, like so they'll be like, oh, I'm gonna pay 50,000 if you shit on the floor, if you smear it all over yourself, like or I'll pay you a little bit more, but you're gonna have to eat it. And I'm just like, in my head, I'm just like, damn, like even the smell of shit, I just even throw up. And when somebody throws up, I'm just like the smell of it, I can't do it. And there's a lot of it's really popular in the industry that a lot of people like shit and throw up and stuff like that. Like that's not what I'm gonna do. At least not now. Anytime soon, I'm not. That's not my thing.
You had me at shitting on the floor, but now when you want me to like smear it all on myself, that's where, Motherfuckers are nasty. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I've seen videos of girls like doing it, and it's like, trust me, like it's a very,
It's
very
like a
popular
mud fight
thing.
almost, you
And
know?
Hey, 2 girls, 1 cup.
There's girls.
Popular.
Oh my
we
god.
still talk about that shit to this day.
Exactly.
Talk about that shit. I just wanted to make sure I was heard on that one. Nah, but do you do meetups by any chance on like?
Meetups. I have not done meetups, but I'm planning to do eventually meetups.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like meeting like fans?
Fans.
Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about meeting up like to go fuck?
Yeah, to go fuck.
Oh, okay.
Because I know with one of our friends who does OnlyFans, I know like he would do meetups, but he would run into people who they were into like I'm sure you heard of like a bug catcher. So what a bug catcher is they won't do like a screening or like a test of like what they have, like a sexual disease. They like the thrill of potentially getting a STD.
Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
and he's the type where he's like, I need to see like a clean rap sheet, you know. I don't.
Oh hell yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Same. I'm all about that. Like, okay, going back to your question, I thought you meant like a fan.
No.
No. I mean, I guess would you?
Do you meet? I think what he's trying to say is, do you usually like, if
I
you're
don't-
horny and maybe like there's not someone that you have on the spot, do you just be like, hey, who wants to meet up and fuck? You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't really do any
Or-
of that.
or-
Like,
okay. Or, like, if people
I'll
pay extra for,
masturbate
like,
at home.
okay.
Like, I'll masturbate so much that I don't really meet up with people just to be like, oh,
You can take care of yourself,
Yeah, so
brother.
I just be like, exactly. So I'm like, if I'm gonna come at home,
vibe
why
it.
am I gonna? Unless it's like, I'm not gonna lie. I've met up with a couple of celebrity that have paid me to just fuck and stuff and hang out. So it's like that. If you consider that as a meetup, yes. I've had.
Could you name drop?
Could you name drop?
I can not that. I
They be
really
making
can't.
they be-
Yeah, okay.
they be making you sign like
NDAs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off camera.
And plus, I've never been the type of person that I really give a fuck for their success or their fame.
Like,
I don't want to come up with I don't care enough to be like, oh, I fucked this person. Like, I don't care.
Okay.
Like, yeah, like to me, it's just like, are you paying me? Like, you know, that's where I'm going. Like, because a lot of the girls will be like, oh, but it's because it's this person. I don't give a fuck. Like, if you're that person, you should probably pay me even more because you're that person, you know?
Motherfucker, you got money.
Yeah, so it's just like,
Saka, wait, Saka.
yeah, exactly. So I guess, yeah, if you would have to say meetups, but I don't do meetup as in like, just no.
Yeah, like sexual meetups.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess,
just
you
to be
know,
like, oh
for
my god, I'm
content.
fucking horny.
Yeah.
Let me go. No,
so.
no.
Similar topic. I just want to. Now I'm curious. Since you mentioned celebrities, obviously putting aside the ones that like you have messed with and have fucked, is there any way you can give us like a top 3 wish list? Maybe some people that you're like, I would love to get a little taste of that.
Oh my god, yeah, I can definitely give you.
Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
It's Drake
Okay.
in there. It's Drake in there. That's all I want to know.
I'm gonna tell you something. No, Drake is not in there, but lately I've been having like visions in my head that I'm probably gonna eventually have sex with Drake. Like, I don't know why. Like, I don't even want
I
to
have a
sex with
question for
Drake
you
at all.
after the podcast. Off camera.
Okay. So I would have to say top 3 that I would choose. It would have to be, I want to fuck Kevin Gates. Like, I would want to try, like, I would want to be his homegirl first and, you know, vibe and stuff and just like pick his brain and get to,
Okay.
you know, like get to know
Yeah.
him and, like I said, pick his brain. And then just fuck and just see how he fucks. But it's not no relationship or nothing. Like, there's none
Yeah,
of these
these are
guys
just
I
to
want to
fuck.
keep.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
You just
I
wanna
don't
get a
want to keep
little
any of these
taste.
men. So Kevin
Kevin
Gates,
Gates, okay.
J. Cole. I feel
J.
like
Cole.
J. Cole gives you that energy. It's just like
Big
but I
dick
feel
energy.
Like, yeah, like
I feel like he's a very caring fucker, you know. Like,
Yeah.
He'll check up on you halfway, you know. Like,
Yeah.
how you doing, mama?
How you doing?
Yeah.
He's gonna cuddle with you.
Fiji water, you good?
Yeah.
I'm more in the back. I'm like,
Yeah, I fucked that J. Cole pic.
he looks clean too.
Yeah.
J. Cole do.
Yeah,
he looks like a very.
And I feel like, would you say that matters a lot? Like,
Like
if
hygiene?
the person looks like the hygiene is good, or like, do you not care? Or
No,
like,
I do care about the hygiene.
Okay.
I definitely do
turn on?
care about the hygiene. Yeah, like to me, it's a turn on. Like when a guy smells good, it's just sorry about that. It's,
No, it's okay.
it's so sexy. Like it's fucking hot. Like you know who doesn't want to go down on a guy and be like, damn, so will it like his dick smells so good. Like I want to go down on a guy and be like, he smells good, not to be like, oh shit, like he has that like little smell and shit. Like no.
Yeah, of course.
So
I mean, hygiene's
hygiene
definitely a
to
big
me
thing.
is important. Like I've always said
Clean
this, even to
yourselves.
my homies. I always tell them, I'd be like, bro, like if the girl has her spot clean, you're gonna be good because she has it clean. If you go inside her crib and that shit's messy, my bro, like, run, because she's gonna get crazy. Like,
if that's messy, wait down there.
Yeah.
Like, no,
She'll
no,
take
and
care
then
where she
sometimes
sleeps,
it's
bro. Not imagine.
that's funny.
Okay, so what's your number 3?
Okay, so my number
Or
my
number
third,
one, or one
the
or
first
third.
one. Oh,
Who-
number
Who,
First
all
one
right,
is
Kevin
Kevin
Gates
Gates.
was your top 3, or like, was he like? I mean, was he third or were your first pick?
I would have to say he was my first pick.
Okay.
Just because he's so sexual in the way
The
he
way he
speaks and
talks.
stuff, like, he's very like that. So I would want to like,
zesty
I would
homie.
want to try. Like, I'm not gonna say like he's gonna be the best, but I'm saying like I would want to try.
That's the one you're eager to
Yeah.
like.
Yeah,
really
like
try.
I would want to be like, hey, like I said, pick his brain and like go
Hey,
get
we
some
got you.
food and just like,
Send this to Kevin Gates.
yeah.
All right, and then J. Cole's in your like second, like he's like after Kevin Gates. Then who's the third one that you're like, I could do that too?
The third one, I would have to say, can I be a girl?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if I had to choose, I would definitely want to have sex with. I would have to say it's between two, but I'm gonna go with Selena Gomez. I feel like if I can have sex
Can we
with
hear the
somebody-
second option? So
Yeah,
it goes
second
like,
option?
yeah, because you said there's two, right?
All right, we
Yeah.
got a fourth.
It's like
Yeah. Who's at 3.5 right there? Who's
The
right?
three- the
Who's
3.5?
between Selena and who
Yeah.
else?
it's a girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
Latina too.
Okay.
You guys think Anita? I would fuck Anita.
I,
I would want to have sex with Anita. I feel like it would be like a vibe, and it can just be like, doesn't have to be returned. Like she can just lay down and I can just eat her pussy. I like that.
She could be
You
lazy,
enjoy
honestly.
eating?
Yeah.
You enjoy eating pussy?
I really do.
Would
I
you
really
say
do.
you enjoy eating? What do you prefer? Sucking dick or eating pussy?
I like both. I'm a giver.
Mm.
I'm like, I don't really like getting my
A real
pussy
one.
ate because I don't always enjoy it. It's only been 2 men in my life that I'm like, damn, like they eat pussy so good. But
Any tips out there when after you answer the question?
Yeah.
Any tips out there for my eaters out there?
the pussy eaters.
The
The
munchies.
yeah,
the
the
munch
munch.
eaters.
Honestly, I would have to say just ask the girl to guide you. Like, ask her what she likes. Like, really be like sexual and be like, you don't have to be annoying and ask her. Like, you don't have to annoyingly ask her, but you can be like,
Like, do you like
in a
this right now?
yeah, like, is this feeling good? Like, do you want me to go lower? Like, stuff like that. I feel like that's super cool. Like, for a guy to actually want to learn. That to me
Definitely.
is just like the best.
I think that makes sense. Like having her guide you in that way, like you're doing something, and then she's like, you ask her, "Hey, do you like what I'm doing right now?" And then if she's like, "Yeah, keep going there," like,
Because a lot of the guys will be like, "Oh no, like I already know how to eat pussy good."
And they don't.
The girls always say I eat pussy good. I'm like, and in my head, I'm like,
that's what
it's
they
because
wanna
nobody
say.
wants to be mean and
Yeah.
say the
And
truth.
honest,
Like
yeah.
nobody wants to be like it was whack. But to me, I have one rule. If
Okay.
you're, no matter like what it is, but I just be like, if that person asks me like a question, I'm gonna be honest. So when they ask me like right then, like be like, how was it? I'm like, if it was bad, I'll be like, it was bad. But I'll keep it 100. I'll be like, no, it was not that good, but don't worry, it's okay. I'll teach you.
There's room for
Like,
improvement.
yeah, like I'm nice about it, but I'm gonna keep it 100
I like
because
that.
a lot of the guys will be like, really, like.
I was not good.
That's shocking. Like, all the girls always say that I'm really good. I'm like, well, they're lying.
Have they gotten offended?
Yeah, a couple
bet.
of the guys have gotten offended, but then they all realize, like, okay, shit, like, like, everybody's different. So they've never taken it on me, but you can see that they got offended.
100%. I would admit it. If I got told that already, my ego would shut down.
Yeah, definitely. I
No,
feel
to
for
me,
a lot,
no.
for a lot
I'll be
of
like,
guys.
teach me, like, I'll tell her, like, teach
I would
me,
be like, how do I improve?
like, show me how. I always say that, like, I'll be like, so what do you want me to get better at? Like, tell me the fucking truth. Like, I don't want you to lie to me. Like, I want to get better. Like, dime la verdad. Like, that's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
If it was too much this, if it was too much that, if I didn't do this, like, just fucking tell me. I'm not going to go and cry. Be like, you said I sucked dick. Wow. Like, I don't really give a fuck. Like,
Respectfully, and like I know you got to be proud of it, but like, has there been that scenario where someone's like, they maybe were like, hey, like, I didn't
That
like
shit was
this,
whack.
or yeah.
Honestly, no, it hasn't. But it's like you never know. I feel like some men just don't want to hurt women's feelings. Like
Vice
for
versa,
example,
yeah.
that one guy that I sucked his dick, that he was so huge. His dick was so fucking big that I couldn't fit it all in my mouth. I used a little bit of teeth, and he went like, "Oh, too much teeth." You know, like I can own up to that shit and be
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit," like
But he
I
just
know
has
it
a
was
fat
not.
cock.
That shit was. That's why I told him, because he was like, "Oh," he was telling me, and I was like, "Oh, it's because I'm sorry, but that I'm not used to that shit." Like I can't. That's so big. Like what do you want me to do? Like that shit's huge. You know?
You know what his inches were?
Oh my god.
Was he above 10,
Okay,
10
I
inches?
can say the name and you guys can Google him. His shit is huge.
Yeah,
What
sure.
was the name?
Okay, so he's Brickzilla.
Brick.
Fuck Brickzilla.
Yeah.
God.
Why are you so happy? I know.
Dog,
Just
this
his name.
motherfucker got a monster
Yeah,
cock.
that shit. I'm telling you, that's the one that when he was walking and it was wet, like, you know, I couldn't. I wanted to smile. I was
He's
like,
the true definition of a third leg.
that's the third leg.
Dog, he could lay on that bitch. Bro.
I swear to
It's
God.
fucking insane.
Brickzilla.
We'll look at it after.
Yeah, we'll look after.
No, definitely. I definitely. All that is great. And then, since we were talking about all that, and I just remember John mentioned this. What about like, have you done ever or considered doing like fuck a fan type of shit?
I have considered that. I'm eventually gonna do a fuck a fan. Not right now. I'm working on growing my name and just,
Yeah.
you know, like I said, growing my name and my business. So until then, I am gonna just chill.
How would you run that? Like at least an idea. Do you think you're just gonna do like a little giveaway, like
Yeah, like a spin
sign
the
up?
wheel?
Yeah, like spin the wheel.
Yeah, like, hey, if your name's
But I feel,
Pick,
I feel like nah. You gotta do with kind of what happened when you went into the industry. You gotta get on the Skype call, pull them out.
Yeah, but hey, all right.
Let me see what you're rocking with.
Let me see
I
how
like
clean
that.
you are.
I like that. I like that idea. I'm gonna have that in mind.
One is signups.
Nah, but that's also the thing too. Is like you can't go based off like a big dick.
No,
you know what I mean? Because
no.
like you. Why?
I meant like she needs to interview you because
Yeah.
if you do spin the wheel, motherfucker.
Oh, so it's like a job. So it's like,
Yeah.
like why should I fuck you?
Yeah, like,
Well,
I like that
let me-
idea.
let me get to
damn.
you.
Yeah, because I'm more of like the vibe person, so I feel like you're right. If I do a Skype call and that person's like chilling, he's down to earth, I'll be like, okay, shit,
Yeah.
like
And you can
you're
check
in the
him out.
lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you spin the wheel, you're probably pulling like an 8th grader, brother. No, that's what I'm saying. That's what could happen.
Fuck no, I'll make
That's
sure
what-
18 and
yeah.
over, 18
True,
and over.
That-
true,
that's
true.
what-
And I'm clarifying that, yeah. But I meant
Yeah.
like that's the problem with
That's what-
It could be a
spinning the wheel.
random. It could be a
That's
random.
what, like
like,
everybody, you gotta send your IDs, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta
You
send the
see,
ID,
All that.
Yeah.
and that shit has to be
Get
the
your
one
shit
where.
ready, boys.
Was it
Yeah.
vertical? Or was it horizontal?
Horizontal, bitch.
And then as
Yeah.
well as, and I'll make sure they get tested.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, all that
everything.
shit.
And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, all that shit. Because
Yeah.
it's just scary. That thing you told me about your friend,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Scary.
No, yeah, he told us some crazy shit. Like to each their own.
yeah,
To each their own. But
You see, that's my fear. Like, I feel like I take care of myself so good that I feel like, hell no. Like,
Why
I always
risk
pray.
it?
Yeah, I always pray to God, and I'm like, God, Diosito, please, fuck no. Like, whatever you do, don't let me catch anything, because no.
It's-
I've told myself this. This is gonna sound so bad, but
Yeah.
I've told myself I'll fucking kill myself. Like, it's so bad, but no. Like,
then do you usually like? Obviously, you said you get tested. Do you ever just maybe just for the safety of it, even just do condoms?
You know what's crazy? No, not in the industry, but one time I did ask that when I was about to shoot, and they're like, whatever you want to do, we can do condoms if you want to do condoms. And the guy, he was cool with it, but he seemed like he didn't want to do condoms. And I really don't like condoms.
You're like,
You know?
oh.
He's like, fuck. So to me, I don't like condoms. That's why I make sure like he's tested and I'm tested and we're good. But
Okay.
you know, like shit at the end of the day is like I can get tested, he can get tested, and he can go fuck someone before he comes to me, and it's just scary.
Something can
So
happen.
to
Yeah.
me, it's very
That's
scary.
true.
Trust me.
The night before.
I didn't even think about that.
That's like think
Yeah.
about it because they
That's
usually.
what-
My bad. They usually make you test like maybe like a week before or something, right?
Actually, no. For us is a day. It's
Oh,
a day
okay.
before.
Day
So I usually go a day before. Everybody's different,
Let's
but
say-
I
let's
go a
say-
day before. So I get my result the next day.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, but imagine if
You-
I go get tested.
Then you go
let's
fuck
say-
after.
Uh-huh.
And then that night you get unlucky.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That is definitely
Yeah.
scary.
It is.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Scary.
All right. Another side question. Do they? I've heard this, but I don't know if this is true. That there's more pay in anal work There's more pay in that?
I agree. There's more pay in anything that is not just regular sex. Like, I've never done anal. I've never done one anal scene. I'm waiting until the right moment. I feel like I take my time in a lot of things. I've only been in the industry for 3 years, and I've done pretty good for myself. I've shot with a lot of good companies, and I've only done vanilla stuff. Like, by that I mean like basic stuff. I've not done like gangbangs or anal or bukkake or any of that. I've been offered, but I feel like it's all about
your time.
It's all about the Benjamins. Whatever, like the most they offer me for anal, I'll go with it. But
not yet. But you're open to it.
I'm open to it, but until they pay me what I'm looking for.
I like that. You know your worth.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's good because you're not just taking any fucking dollar that comes by you, you know? And that's what I meant. You have that self-respect.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't take it like that dude or whatever. Like, she doesn't have self-respect because, you know,
She's sells pussy for you.
Like,
A lot of people, you see, that's society. Society will be like, oh, since she sells pussy and she's a girl, fuck that bitch. Anything she says is not valid. Like, you get me?
Nah.
And it's like, bro, if I was a guy and I was doing the same shit, you'll be like, yeah, he's the man. So to me, I tell myself, I carry myself like a man. Don't see me as a woman because at the end of the day, I live my life like a man. I do whatever the fuck I want to do. And that's how I'm going to live my life always. Like, my family loves me and they love me for who I am. I can literally, if I want to walk out, like, wearing a certain type of outfit, I can walk out and my family will still accept me. They love me how I am.
I love that.
Yeah, and that keeps me going.
Yeah, I was just because that's one thing I was just about to ask you. I was like, how is that now? Because I'm assuming your whole family, or at least most of your family, knows what you're doing, and it seems like they're supporting it, and they're all, or at least from what you're saying, is that kind of how it's going down right now? Like everything's going
my entire family is supportive. Like they're all on board, and honestly, like I'm fucking lucky. Like I don't know how to express it. Like my family is the best. I swear. Like I just look at out of everything, I just be like, damn. Like my dad lets me express myself and be free, and he still loves me. And obviously, he's not gonna ask me questions about work, but he understands that I'm an adult and he respects me. My mom, she's more like más laid back. She'll be like, so work was good. I can literally tell her mom I suck dick, my throat hurts. Like my mom is so chill. Like I swear to God, I love my family. I don't know how. I got so fucking lucky. I don't know why. God just bless
you, and that's good. I'm really happy to hear that, because one thing I think that we all relate to is, you know, us here trying to chase our dreams and stuff like that, is definitely family support can be a heavy thing. Yeah. So I'm happy that you're getting that family support.
Thank you so much. I'm telling you, like, they keep me going. Them and God. I was just like, I keep saying that. It's just I keep going because of them only. Because at the end of the day, it's like, to me, I'm only doing this because I want a very successful future for my family and for my nephews and my nieces. Yeah. Me, I already know I don't want kids. I already know I don't want a husband. I already know what's up. Like, I'm just chilling like this. I'm doing this for them. This is for them. When you say you don't want a husband, would you say that could possibly change, or you're straight on like you're not going to want to marry anybody?
And the same thing for the kids as well.
I'm not going to say 100% that's going to be forever, because
things change.
Yeah, life changes. And as I get older, my mindset changes and I just start like evolving. But as in right now, I don't want kids and I don't want a husband. I just want to dedicate myself to work, and I just want to be there for my family and get closer to God and, you know, build my empire. That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
No. So do you have any relationships outside of like the industry, like sexual, with like a certain person that you go to?
No. I used to with my ex-boyfriend, but after a while I was just like, no more. No.
Okay.
Like sex is strictly like if I'm getting paid, or.
So you don't? No. Do you think you don't enjoy it outside of getting paid?
I do enjoy it. It's just I just don't want to have it, because for what? For what reason? Like, I'm not going to be with that person. Like, I'm not trying to have anything with that person. So why not make money from that? And that money can lead to something like taking my family to brunch, or buying my nephews and nieces something that they need, or investing in something like. Yeah. I just don't see a point of fucking just for free. Like, I know I'm not going to catch feelings. I know I'm not going to want to be with that person. So it's like,
definitely.
No. Unless that person's are super fucking vibes, and but no.
So you haven't come across that yet?
No.
Unless they're Kevin Gates.
Not even Kevin Gates. Like I would be like, hey, I know you got money. Like I got bills. Like, come on
help me
now.
out.
Come on now. Like
Change my life.
You know, to really start getting closer to our one of our ending parts, I really want to ask a quick question before we move on to this. In the industry wise, with all the people you've collabed so far, let's just say everyone's been great, but who probably has stand out for you? You know, for example, I'm very familiar with Ricky Johnson. I know that was it was a fun shoot. I'm assuming. How would you rate that?
How would I rate that? From 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Yes.
The homie can say whatever he wants to say. It's cool. I'm not tripping, but I'm gonna rate that shit 6.
Why is he knocked down 4 points?
That what?
It was.
Why is he knocked down?
Yeah,
4
why wasn't
points?
it a 10 out of 10?
Yeah.
I just didn't find it a 10 out of 10 for me. Like I said, I'm pretty raw. I'm pretty honest.
Yeah.
Like I know, like he probably wanted to hear like a 10 out of 10, or he hears that shit from all the girls. And after this, if he does see this, which I'm pretty sure he will, he's gonna
I
be
hope he does.
he's gonna be like, this
Like the
bitch's
video.
pussy was not even that good. I'm not tripping, homie. I'm not tripping. You still came. Did I come? I didn't come.
Talk your shit. Talk your
Hey,
shit.
brother, come on the podcast and explain your side.
The only reason I
I hope he could come.
that
on
was
the
one of the
podcast.
most you know, he's very known in there, so that's why it was something that was very asked a lot. You know, like shit. One of our like couple of friends were like, "Oh, like dude, you know, we know her, and then she's been with Ricky Johnson." So it's like that's why it was named. So if he wasn't there, can you possibly name drop who was the best collab you worked with, by any chance?
A memorable
Yeah.
one.
A memorable one,
Or just
one
the
that
best one,
makes
yeah.
me smile when not because of the person, but it just because the
Bigzilla?
dick was good. And he's a good person too, but one that I can off my head is Javon Jordan. I would have to say he's one of my tops. Like he fucks good. The dick is just good. I just can say that. Like top notch
He
dick.
put you out of commission for 10 days, right?
Yeah.
All right, well,
But I choose that too because a lot of the girls will go, they'll be like, fuck no. Like my agent will be like, hey, you want to do you want to have a scene this day, the next day? And I'm like, fuck no. I'm like, I don't care. Like sometimes you have to say no.
Yeah.
You know, so I say no a lot of the times. A lot of the times I'll be like, how am I feeling? Like, am I feeling good? Like, no, I'm not feeling good, so I'm gonna stay my ass at home. So I still make money at home chilling. I literally would just be at home chilling, like, toda jodonga, looking all crazy and shit. And I could just be on my phone, like, replying to emails and shit, and I'll still make money. So it's just like, I'm not tripping. That's why I say, at the end of the day, it's like, anyone in the industry, any of the companies can cut me off. I'm gonna always make money, no matter what. Like,
Shit.
with porn or without porn, I'm gonna always
Sweet
make it.
Action Hub coming soon.
So we'll send the contract over to your agent. Is that fine?
Sounds good.
And we pay the bag, don't we, boys? Nah, but definitely.
So what do you do when you're on your period? Like, if you don't mind me asking.
Oh my god, I don't mind at all. Okay, so I've shot a couple scenes on my period.
And do guys mind?
Like, you see,
what's the
that's
prep?
the thing with me. When I'm in my period, I'm self-conscious. Because you already know, like, as a girl, what the fuck? You're not trying to get fucked when, you know, like, when blood's coming out of your pussy. Like, what the fuck? You know?
Periods.
Yeah, la sangre. Like, for real.
Okay,
Like,
I have a different opinion about that.
okay, so
I personally like it
it's okay.
because it relieves my cramps for me.
Oh, that sounds so good. You see, to me, I would want that in my personal time. But if you're, imagine this.
Well, yeah, you're working.
Yeah,
so
and
it's
you're filming y
different.
se te sale poquito. Like, I would be self-conscious. I'll be like, se salió poquito? I'll be like, did it get on your dick?
Hey, that's when the homie got
No.
me.
He's certified.
So they don't mind. So they don't mind, or do you like work around that?
Like I said, I swear to God, I'll text my agent and be like, by the way, I'm on my period, and then can you let the guy know? And
Yeah.
they never give a fuck. They never mind. To me, in my eyes, I'll be like, you don't want to reschedule?
Hey,
I think it's
Like, you know,
the
when
like,
it's
you
Tokyo
don't-
Lynn,
yeah.
nothing's
I'm like,
happening.
you know, they don't mind. And one time, a couple of times, because a lot of the times I had to shoot with browsers, I was on my period.
Mhm.
We use sponges
oh,
or a Diva cup.
Oh,
But
okay,
it's-
yeah.
So it's
But
like,
I thought with the Diva Cup you can't have sex.
no, a lot of the times
You do?
Yeah, a lot of the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I use sponges, and
Industry secrets.
Industry
and then
secret.
you
I'll
just
test that
put
out.
like a sponge. You'll put a sponge up there, and when you're having sex, it's supposed to prevent from leaking down, and sometimes it does. Sometimes a little bit comes out, and you have to be like, "Oh, cut! Let's
clean
go
it up.
and douche and do the whole thing again." Like I said, being on your period as a woman, you know, I mean, I get self-conscious. I'd be like, "Fuck!" Like, you know, it's blood. You'd be like, does it smell? Like, I in general, like,
Yeah.
like, you know, el aire, like, you know, something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like, to me, I get
understand.
self-conscious. So I don't like to shoot on my period. Like, I don't mind. Like, I used to have sex with my ex-boyfriend on my period. And not all the time I enjoyed it. But there's a lot of times that I did. So I agree. Like, sometimes they do release your cramps. But I would have to say it's more like, you do know that when you have sex with a guy in your period, it's more like a ritual, like a manifestation. Like,
I've
you make
heard
that,
that before.
you make that guy attached
Like
to you.
attached to way
like
more
they'll
because
start
of the
thinking about you.
blood
Yeah,
and
like
everything.
it's a lot.
It's
Like
a big
it's crazy.
thing. Yeah, I've
it's
heard
real.
that.
A lot of the
I've
people
heard
Kelsey
that
got me
a
all
lot.
fucking cooped in.
So I did get it. That's how they fucking snatch you. But
Yeah,
guys,
I've heard
it's,
that
it's like fucking charming a snake.
Okay, so we're actually gonna now move on to one of our closing parts, probably one of the most exciting one that we've had. We stepped in touch. You guys probably saw a couple of the stories that we were out here putting for questions. So we got actually a good amount of questions that were like, hey, like this and that. Some of them were people just trying to shoot their shot. So we kept those out the way, man. Be a man and hit her up. But if you approve,
Man or woman?
man or
Yeah,
woman,
men or women.
Skype interview, bro.
but
Skype interview.
interview. Send your fucking Skype emails.
It's my homie over there thinks you're cute.
Yeah. But guys, we're going to hop into the Instagram questions that some of you guys were shooting out here. We looked through all of them, picked some of the funniest, the best ones, or just one that we would like to know. So honestly, let's kick it off. Let's fucking start rolling. What can you buy with your body count?
What can I buy with my body count? You know what? I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't know my body count. Like, I really don't. I know my body count is not high, like, compared to like a
All
lot
right,
of
it's not
people.
in the hundreds, like over hundreds.
No. It's not even in the 80s.
We'd say like
Like-
50s.
Yeah, where at what point did you stop counting?
You know what's crazy? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something. Remember when I was when I was a stripper, I was not fucking anybody outside that, like, at all. So I was with my ex and I was fucking him for all that time. Once I became a porn star, that's when I was fucking. So that's when it started. So if you go back to counting of my scenes, you'll get an
Kinda see it,
estimate.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I don't have like 100 scenes. I think I only have like 30 scenes.
Okay.
So
Oh,
imagine
so-
that. And
okay,
I've been
yeah.
in the industry 3 years. I
Oh,
take
wow.
that shit slow as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I really do take my time. Like, I make sure.
It's
And I
not
don't
about-
collab, by the way. Like, in
Yeah.
the sense that, like, a lot of these girls that will be like, oh, it's because his name is so huge, I'm going to collab with him for OnlyFans. Like, okay, cool, girl. I'm gonna still charge him because I need my money, you know? So my body count compared to a lot of the porn stars, my shit is pretty low. Like, I'm going to keep it 100. Like, if I did, that shit, like, the they see if you're lying or not, I'm being honest. Like,
No, it's
I don't.
respectable.
I started fucking when I got in the industry, so no, my shit's pretty low. I cannot say my body count because I don't fucking know it. A lot of these times it's like when the dick is whack, I don't fuck them in my head. Like, I'd be like, I never
Cross
fucked them.
them. Cross them.
Yeah. So to me, and just like,
She didn't even count.
yeah, like,
So do you also count women in your body
I do.
count?
I do.
Okay.
I count women as
Okay,
well.
that's good.
So let's say
Like 35.
we're at
Yeah, let's say 35 because
35
to
bones.
be honest, I would not. It's not more than like 50. That's for a fact.
No, that's
I was
respectable.
thinking that the other time because I was like, you know, what the fuck? Like, I wanted to know as well, but I don't even fucking remember these guys' names sometimes. I
It's
swear
not
to
about
God.
quantity.
Yeah.
It's about
Yeah.
quality.
Is there some people that you still keep in contact with?
Yeah,
Or like
yeah.
that you become friends with? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
there's
pretty
some
cool.
that I'm like, damn, like, yeah, actually, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of them I keep as friends. Like, even the ones that weren't good
Remember,
in sex, I'll
it's just
still be
it's
as
just
friends.
a fucking
like,
handshake.
and
bro.
then, like I said, if they ask me, I'll be honest with them.
Yeah,
like,
but
when they
your-
ask me.
Your dick was ass, but you're a cool person.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Do they ever hit you back up? Like,
For more
some,
tips,
like-
hey, let's practice.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Oh, really?
I swear they
Let's
do.
practice.
I'll be like, I'm down, but
there you go.
That's,
the
yeah.
money talks,
Money
baby.
talks, money
No,
talks.
all right, Kelsey. All right, so we
Cash
got an
is
idea.
king.
We're around the $35. Whatever the fuck you think you can buy with $35 is what you can get. So
Yeah,
that's solid.
exciting.
Kelsey.
Hell yeah. I'm telling you, I remember when I was a stripper, and I had the conversation with my ex-boyfriend, and I was like, damn, I'm only fucking you. Like, I kind of want to fuck other people too. And I was a little depressed.
Broke my heart.
How did he feel?
I was depressed. Oh my God, it would be sick to bring him out here. I'd be like, I was like, I feel like he felt probably, I know he was in love with me, and at one point I was into him for 13 years, you know, I was really into him. But I know he was hurt about that. I know I hurt him, but it was for both of our goods. We're better without each other. I feel like at the end of the day, regardless, we're always gonna have like, you know, like this, like good vibes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna wish him good, you know, but
yeah, that's
I don't
dope.
wish him bad at all, and I know he doesn't wish me bad at all.
That's good.
And you said you filmed content with him as well?
Yeah, I film.
If you don't mind me asking, how did you handle that when you guys split ways, like money wise?
Okay, I'm gonna keep it 100. I didn't pay him shit. I kept everything. These men would let me, like, I never paid men. Like, they always, can I even say this? Like, is this?
Say whatever you like.
Yeah, like, I always kept, like, if anything, I would charge.
Hey,
Yeah.
that pussy pays, bro.
Yeah, I swear to God. He
It's a blessing to get into that pussy.
Yeah, in my eyes, I'm not gonna lie. To be honest, that's how I feel, and I feel like, you know, like, why not? Like,
I respect that.
Yeah, talk your shit. Talk your
good.
shit.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, what would be next, house?
All right. So your favorite sex positions or sex recommendations that you can give out to people.
okay, my favorite sex position, I like to get carried.
Oh, like under the legs type of shit.
Something about that, like, oh my God, I lose my shit. Like, that is so sexy to me. Like, I love it. It's so
Strength.
that and doggy. I like doggy.
Doggies.
A lot of times it's like doggy. I like it because se siente rico, and not all the time though. I want to like see the person, you know.
I just want to close my eyes and get my back blown out.
I'm telling you, I'm a pillow princess. So sometimes I'm just like, damn, I feel so good. And I close my eyes. I'm just like, damn, this shit's so
Fuck it. He
live.
falls asleep.
And I forget it's this person. I'm like, oh,
It's you.
I know. I'm like, oh, okay.
You think it'll be different if they gave you the check to look at?
What? Oh my
Yeah.
God. To be honest, no. I think it has to do with the vibe. Like, I know I'm about my money, but if it's really about the vibe as well.
I respect that. So we got doggy and when you pick her up. I like
I
that.
fucking love that.
Okay. So recommendations for anyone out there.
Recommendations of what they would want to try.
Yeah, like new things to try that's not as common, maybe.
Yeah. If
I
somebody's
mean-
looking to explore,
Yeah.
or spice it up.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot to do. There's so much in sex. I feel like you can have threesomes. You can, you know, eat your man's ass. I know a lot of the girls that like they'll be like, oh, I've never eaten a guy's ass, but I'm down to eat my man's ass, and that's cool. Like, you know. So it's a lot of things. It really just depends on the person you are and your vibe. Like, if you feel like you want to try something, go ahead and fucking tell that person. If they're not cool with it, then maybe that's not your people. You know, it's like, it's cool.
You ever heard of the reverse superstar cowgirl?
The reverse
Superstar cowgirl? No, you never heard of that one?
No.
Like, this one's industry secret here at Sweet Action headquarters.
It is his secret. But to be more specific, it is his secret.
Mine's, it's
Put me on.
I mean, oh, yes. That's actually an achievement right there. Look, the guy lays back, right? And then, you know, but you need little essentials. You need a TV and you need pillows.
Okay.
You throw on your favorite movie or your favorite show. The guy lays back all cuddled up in the pillows. And then I personally always enjoy when the girl is riding you the other way. Like, she's looking, like, you see her back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah. And then, like, she's, you know, doing her thing. And you guys both get to watch a show.
I like that. That's sick. Hell yeah. Damn.
I could say I
really-
put Tokyo Lynn on, bro.
Yeah, you can definitely say that. I like that. That's dope.
Hey,
yeah, sometimes, you know what? That's a vibe. I fuck with that.
You know what I'm saying? So,
And he even said you have to have the pillows, the
Yeah.
movie. You know, that's how you know you're a vibe person. Because yo también, like, me too. Like, I'll put the candle. Like, you know, like,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, now all the time it's like, it's just a vibe. You just have to make it a fucking vibe.
definitely. So, I need make sure you guys took that down. And, John, let's see what's next, bro.
Sex toy recommendations.
Ooh, sex toy recommendation.
And-
So I'm not really a dildo girl. Like, I don't really give a fuck for anything to go inside me. That doesn't really give me pleasure.
You're more of a rose girl, let's say.
Yeah, like the
rose
clit.
blood.
I focus on the clit. That's where I'm just like, you know, like, so I'm a rose girl. Like, I'm about the vibrators. Like, that's my number one thing.
The
I'm
magic
a vibrator.
wand.
Yeah, like, oh, yeah.
That one's good?
Yeah, that one's good. Yeah, the rose, the magic wand, like anything that's just full speed. To me, that shit just drives me crazy.
I love the way you describe it too.
Because it's true.
Like, you better hang on.
I swear to God. Like, oh God. Before I came over here, I was like, I took a shower and I was like I said, I smoked and everything. I was like, okay, fuck, I'm gonna shower and I'm gonna masturbate. I was like, you know, like, let me chill. Like, let me go relax. Like, I want to be like.
As you should.
Yeah, so.
Definitely. So make sure you guys check those out. Tokyo Lynn approves.
Yes.
Cool. So the next question: what ethnicity that you haven't fucked would you want to?
Yeah, ethnicity or race?
Yeah, I mean, let's say, what would you say? All right, let's start like this. What would you say is the most common things? Common like races and like that you've like had sex with, like black people, white dudes, Latinos.
I would have to say in the industry, black men.
Okay.
Yeah, but I love everyone. Like, I fucked Asian guys. I've fucked white men. I fucked Mexican men. Like, by that I mean Hispanic men. I fucked all, like, this is my thing. Lo que me pongan, as long as, you know, like, they're paying me. Yeah, because a lot of times they'll be like, oh, this girl doesn't want to shoot with this person because he's already old and he looks like this. I'm like,
hey,
I don't give a fuck. I'm getting paid. I don't care. Like, I really don't care.
So is there one that you can think of that you haven't fucked yet? And maybe you're like...
Indian?
Like,
I don't believe I fucked an
Indian
man.
Ah. Hey.
No.
Make sure. For those that were asking. I'm not lying. There's people saying, oh, would you fuck? I saw Indian and something else. I was like, there you go. Your question, shoot your shot now.
I like all flavors and all. So I'm cool with it.
No, definitely. And then, I mean, now maybe let's take a little bit of a side turn on this. What someone was asking, what has been the greatest challenge you've had since starting OnlyFans / like the porn industry? Would you say there's been a challenge, or you think everything's just been smooth?
Oh hell no, definitely everything is a challenge. Life in general is a challenge. Like at the beginning, a lot of times it's just like I question myself, like, is this something I want to continue doing? Is this something that makes me happy? Like, I'm the type of person that I like to spend a lot of time alone, so I talk to myself a lot. And I seriously talk to myself a lot. Like, a lot of people be like, I talk to myself. Like, no, me, I have a full conversation. Like, if you guys were here, like, I swear to God, like, I'll be like, am I happy? Like, is this fulfilling me? Like,
is this what I'm meant to do?
Yeah, like, so I get to know myself more and more each time. And
it's definitely, it's a mental thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a mental thing. That's why a lot of times I tell the girls, like, do this shit because you want to do this. Like, don't do it because somebody's pressuring you or because you feel like it's going to get you, like, which I agree. A lot of times it does get you places you want to get to, but don't lose yourself within that process, you know? Like, know who the fuck you are. Don't let nobody come and tell you, like, who you are. That's why, to me, one of the advices I would give somebody is just get to know yourself so well to the point that if a person comes and tells you, no, but you like this and you're like that, no, you don't fucking know me. I know me, okay?
I like that.
You get me?
Yeah. Has there been a point where you wanted to do something else? Where you're just like, fuck.
To this point, I'd be like, damn, like, I'm just going to do porn for a little bit longer and I'm going to transition to this and that. Like, I have like I said, I honestly feel like no matter what I do in life, I'm always going to be successful. Like, because of the fact that I already have that mindset, and not only that, I have my family support. I love God, and I feel like no matter what, like, you know, like, no matter how much life tries to put me further and further from Him, it just brings me closer to Him. And I've always asked Him, like, shit, guide me to where I'm supposed to go, and if this is the path to go there, then it's okay, you know?
Definitely.
So that kind of goes into my next question. What's Tokyo Lynn's next big move? Like, any projects, collabs, like life achievements, like, coming up?
Honestly, I want to, like, dig more into YouTube and make more content that's not porn.
I saw you started a Twitch account where you plan to start, like, streaming, like, games or like
I do.
You play video games?
I used to.
Okay.
I want to get into it again, and
That's
I feel
so
like I
cool.
really can. But todo su tiempo.
Oh, trust. I was involved in like the whole live streaming shit. It's a hustle. It's a way to get it all going. No, that's definitely cool. So I mean, I like that idea of getting out there and doing more content, like different type of content and all that.
And to be honest, my true goal, I be telling myself like, I want to get paid just to exist. I don't want to have to do anything that I don't want to do.
Me too,
Like
brother.
I just want to
Me
like,
too.
you know, like I just want to be like for somebody to be like, oh, okay, because of the fact that you are this person here. Like I'm gonna manifest that for my life. Like I really am. I swear.
No, definitely. I think that's the best way to fucking end this episode. I want to get paid just for existing.
Yeah. It's
Facts.
like, what the hell?
That is probably the out of everything you've said, everything has been dope, fucking
Thank you.
funny, has been cool, mind blowing.
Yeah.
That's probably the coldest shit and the most realest shit I've ever heard. For real, for real.
I'm trying to get paid for me.
I'm about to fucking quote that new thing right there and put it under Tokyo Lynn.
Yeah.
I actually, that's definitely a good way to just end it off like that. And shit, man, John, I think it's time we wrap up this episode, bro.
It's exciting.
All right. I don't really want to. I want to keep going.
I want
too.
to.
But
I
we're
want
gonna save it
to.
for part 2.
Okay.
I think a part 2 would be great, guys.
Yeah.
Definitely let us know, huh?
Really fun.
Yeah. But again, thank you guys for tuning in. You guys know where to go, where to comment, where to subscribe, what to see, what's your nightly plans gonna be like for the next week. So make sure to keep it a habit and keep Tokyo Lynn in mind.
Thank
But
you so much.
All
I
links are
appreciate it.
all links are
all
in there.
links,
Yeah.
everything will be down in the
Twitter,
description.
Instagram.
And to keep the podcast in mind, because like I said, it's only the beginning from here. Watch, I said this shit. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of you have said this, but I swear to God, this is only the beginning for all of you. Like it's
Thank
gonna
you.
get
Thank you.
so
Gracias,
much
gracias.
fucking better. It's gonna get so sweet that life is gonna feel unreal. Like I'm not telling you guys this to hype you guys up. I'm telling this shit because it's fact. I seen this in my head already, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen for you guys. So
Yeah.
keep it pushing. Don't let nobody tell you guys anything that is gonna try to bring you guys down. Like hell no, you guys got this.
Sweet
Thank you,
actions.
thank you,
Gracias,
Sweet
gracias.
actions up next, bro. Thank you, Tokyo. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
We already got a little taste of that, and definitely it's something I can get used to. I'll definitely get used to.
Yes.
But I'll hand it off to my main girl Kelsey.
All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, Tokyo Lynn, again.
Thank you.
It was such a pleasure to meet her and to be on the podcast. I hope for a part 2. But thank
Yes.
you guys again so much. Share, subscribe.
Hey,
Subscribe to her OnlyFans.
Thank you so much. I
Yeah,
appreciate
go
it.
there. All the links are down below. Thank
make
you
sure you
so
guys go
much.
check out. And bro, thank you for that fucking Millie, baby. Hey,
Hey,
last
yeah.
week or 2 weeks ago, wherever you guys see this, bro, just thank you guys. The amount of love, support, hate, roast, fucking everything. We all took it to heart, but whether you love us or hate us, we
I didn't take
appreciate
shit to
you.
heart.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you so
appreciate
much.
you guys. So guys, lastly, Tokyo Lynn, baby.
Thank you
Gracias.
guys. Thank you.
Love you.
Hey, it's,
Thank you guys. Thank you.
oh my god.
Now I'm extra jealous. Blackzilla or Brickzilla? I mean, same thing. You know what I mean, brother?
Brother, oh, I wish I was gifted like him, dog.
Oh hell no.